is WGEM Sports.
Mother Nature turned up the heat today, and so did these local teams. We have so much to cover tonight, but we're starting the Saturday sports tour with some soccer. Quincy High hosting Macomb for their annual soccer invitational. The Blue Devils lived up top in this matchup. Trace Ruth taking the shot, but check out the stop from Macomb. When you keep knocking, someone's going to answer. Here's Ruth again with an open goal, and that is easy money, baby. One goal wasn't enough, though, coming off a corner. Here's Carter Trowbridge letting it rip with perfect ball placement. Their foot was taped to that gas pedal. There was no stopping Quincy High. Campbell Reiki making it a 3-0 game 22 minutes into the match. I'm going to leave you with one more shot. It's Austin Munden saying, "Give me that." What a goal from the junior. You're picking up the theme of this game. It was all Quincy. They're going to take down Macomb in this one 9-0. Across town on 10th and Jackson, the Raiders were hosting Clayton as they continue their gauntlet of tough competition to start the season. The Greyhounds were putting Carter Haskins to work today. Check out that save. Had to slow it down so you could really appreciate that stop. Clayton was absolutely relentless up top, though. They take a deep shot, and Hankins makes the initial stop, but the Greyhounds capitalize on that ricochet. CUNY battled hard in this matchup, but they ended up losing. Unfortunately, they fall to Clayton 5-1 with the trip to Hannibal this Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Soccer wasn't the only thing happening in Quincy today, though. Over at the high school, the Lady Blue Devils were hosting their annual early bird tournament. That's where Abby Williams was today. So, Abby, how was that tournament going for Quincy High?
Thanks, Victoria. Quincy High was cooking in today's tournament. They made it all the way to the championship game where they took on East St. Louis. It was a great game and tournament for the Blue Devils, with a chance to build those connections between teammates. Kind of like this one between setter Madeline Hamby and outside Elena Moore, who gets up for the kill, slams one down on the line for a point. Talk about a vertical. She nearly hit the 10-foot line with that one. Now it's Blue Devils serve, and that's senior Alyssa Farlow with the beautiful jump flow and the ace. Blue Devils turn to receive. What a sequence from QHS, capped off by this kill from junior Maddie Marquardt. Quincy's serving again. This time it's Kristen Damon with the floater, and she has an ace up her sleeve. Point Blue Devils. QHS is looking to side out right here. Shout out libero Leah Knudsen. She's been making those passes look easy, and some trickery by Elena Bunty with the tip. Blue Devils win in 2 sets, but head coach Caitlin Brown says they're still making strides.
It's been a long day of volleyball. It's been really great things happening. The best part about this season is our bench is so deep, and the depth of that bench, knowing that we can put whoever in and nothing changes and everything basically stays the same and nothing falls apart. The thing we're pushing this year is to compete and just to communicate with each other all the time, communicating about what's happening on the other side of the court, just so we're all prepared and we're all on the same page.
The Blue Devils' next game is this Tuesday on the road when they'll play East Moline United. Some scoreboard for you, looking at some other scores from today in the Macomb Volleyball Classic. Macomb placed 7th with a record of 3-2. Illini West came in right after them at 2-3, and West Prairie at 14 going 1-4 on the day. And over on the softball dirt, North Shelby took home the hardware at the Moberly softball tournament, defeating Monroe City 9-4 in the championship.